So guys, look at this error that you're having. If you're having this kind of error, we're going to be talking about it in this particular video, how you can resolve the error and then be able to easily generate your NIN without any stress. Sit back, sit tight, and enjoy. Alright guys, welcome back to this channel again. This is Akimbola Ezekiel speaking. So I want to walk you through how to resolve NIN tax ID generation. So if you are trying to generate your tax ID and you are running into NIN issue, this is what you need to do. So go to the taxid.nrs.gov.ng portal. You're going to see a platform that looks like this. So let me walk you through the process, right? So the first process is that usually use your NIN or the national identification number. You put in your your NIN number. So I'm going to put in a random NIN number right here. So once the number is inserted, I'll click on retrieve the tax ID, and it will prompt me to put in my details. That is the name, but I'm going to put in a random detail, right? The first name, the last name, and then the date of birth. So I'm going to selecting something random for the date of birth as well. So once all these things have been inputted, I'm going to toggle in on that button sign and click on retrieve. Now some of you, this are the information, or this is the query you are getting. You're getting that your details are not found, that the NIN share code you entered does not exist in our record. Please double check that you've entered the correct ID. If you believe this is an error or need assistance, contact NIMC. So or in this kind of situation, what you need to do is simple. You can also try the second option. Now the second option, which I'm going to be sharing in this video, is where you might first need to generate your NIN and confirm that the NIN is correct. So that means you need to dial *346# to confirm the NIN number is confirmed and correct. So once you dial it and you notice that the NIN is still the same, so that's when you now go through this next round. And that means that you need to go back to the tax ID retrieval method option, select the NIN authentication share code, and then at that point in time you need about I think 7 digits instead of the 11 digits that is being requested for. So you need to go to your app store or your Play Store. I'm using an iPhone and I'm going to go to the App Store. You search for the NINAuth app, and the second option is bringing for us this NIN, this green NINAuth app is what we need. So all you need to do is to get it, install it, and verify that the app, verify and do the necessary confirmation for you to be able to install the app, right? So let me quickly show you what are the few things that this app does and what are the functionalities that this app has. So this app can be used as your digital card anywhere around the world without any issue. You can use this card as a digital ID even though you don't have your card with you, right? You can use that as a digital card, and you notice that it gives you option to carry out scan QR code, and you can also get a share code directly from it. So these options, and you can see that it has an ID card option, digital identity card option as well. So all these are the different qualities. So even though you are not using it for, you don't want to use it later on for other things, the fact that it can give you, especially if you want to share us your your identity data with other people, you can do that through a QR code. It also allows you to increase your ID index by linking verified IDs, right? So you can link verified IDs, you can carry out safe and secure data transfer using the particular app. So you can also use the share code. If you see the option where you have get a share code, that is the option we are going to be making use of in this particular video. So that option, once you copy it, you come here and paste that particular code in that particular place, right? So once that is done, the next thing we want to do right now is to go ahead and confirm if the app has been installed. So it has been installed. You open it up, give it all the necessary permission that is requesting for. Once the permissions has been granted, like notification should be granted at the minimum, others can be denied. So once all these permissions have been granted, the next thing you want to carry on with is to make sure that you open the app up. So there are some part of the video that you might not be seeing, I've inserted my NIN number. So once I insert my NIN number, there are two options actually. You can do that through your NIN, or there's a QR code that you have. You can scan that QR code. Once you scan the QR code, you can log in. Or for me in this particular video, I use my NIN, but it's not allowing me to share that screen, so that's why it's showing up as white, right? So once the NIN digit, 11 digits, has been typed in, the next thing you want to go ahead to do is to click on continue, and it then allow you to carry out a verification. And the verification is a facial verification, so you're going to see the different. I'm going to walk you through how the verification is done, so that when you are carrying out your own, you're not going to be running into any form of issues, and you'll be able to do it seamlessly without any problem. So now it is asking access to my camera, so I will be carrying out verification on different positions. So it will verify my head position, it allows me to move into different direction. So at this point in time, I have to move closer and make sure that the option around it changes to green. Now at this point in time, I need to turn your head slightly up, so I need to turn my head up and rotate it in that angle that is asking me to. Now it's asking me to bring my head down, so I had to bring my head down to be able to carry out the verification process. So at the point I was becoming tired, I had to move my head backward, then it was verified. So now it's asking me to move my head to the left, right, gradually. So I was moving my head to the left gradually, and then it verified it. Then I had to move it to the right as well, and then when I moved it to the right, it also verified it quickly, and then it was successful, and then the registration was completed then. But you will notice that you are not seeing any other part of my screen, and the reason for this is because the app is protected. So but what other process did I carry out after this? It prompted me to create a 1 2 3 4 5 6 digit code to protect my the app, right? So it's like you are putting a passphrase. That phrase digit will protect the app. So I had to create a code. That code is what I'll be using to get access to the app whenever I want to check my details. So I had to create one for myself. So once I was able to create that particular code for myself, then I was able so after this, even though you're not seeing my screen, but I'm going to explain what I'm seeing right now. So at this point in time, it was showing me the ID card and everything. Now all you need to do is to go to the share authenticator, where you'll be able to share your the code, that particular code that we are here for, right? So you just go directly to that particular part, you click on it, and then it will generate a code. That code will last for about 28 days after it has been generated. So you click on that particular code, you copy the code. Now when you are copying the code, you can either type the code out or write it down, or click on the copy option beside it. Once you copy it, you move ahead and go to the tax ID portal, and once you switch to the tax ID portal, you copy it. Once you move to the tax ID portal, you can go ahead and put in the details of that code on it. But make sure you are selecting the NIN authentication share code. You delete whatever you have there right now, and then I'm going to be pasting what has been copied for me. So I noticed, I didn't copy the details before, so I had to go back again to that particular app, and then make sure that the details was properly copied. I had to click on copy option. So if you are using the click on copy, make sure you copy it properly and make sure it is copied, or you write it out, right? So once it was copied, I was able to go ahead with the process, and then before now it was supposed to retrieve the ID. So immediately you click on you paste it and you retrieve the ID, it will pop up with your NIN or your tax ID that is needed. This process is actually very simple and less stressful if you can walk through it with me. So here now, I didn't even have to put in my name, my date of birth, and every other details, right? All I just needed to do was go back to the app, copy the details I need. Once this is copied, I was able to move back to the tax ID portal. On the tax ID portal, I was able to carry out the verification, and then I was able to get my tax ID retrieved back for me. I hope you have enjoyed this video from the beginning to the end. If you did, do well to share this video with as many people as possible. Subscribe to the channel, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Share with as many friends as possible. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.